I'm actually starting this, and I'm about to tag my friend in it and then see if he is watching yet. Once I know that he's watching, I'll come back to it. But I'm gonna go outside and smoke real quick. Right. So far, we're still in the first. We made 2 touchdowns, and they had to force a field goal, even though they were on the 12-yard line. I brought them back all the way to the 43. So they had to do a field goal. So far, Dak Prescott has not thrown a single throw. He's been doing runs. He needs to throw. But I've thrown, I don't know how many times, but I'm at 71.4% with 59 yards and 1 touchdown from one of those throws. The other one was a run. I decided to run myself. But yeah, that's how good it is. Oh yeah, and if anybody can see that my quarterback on here is Nick Foles. That's how it loaded onto my stuff. I saved it so that other people could see it. Like, I got Nick Foles right there. Oh, you can't see the depth chart at all. But Nick Foles is my head quarterback. I believe I have, I think, like 5 other people that are like first string that I didn't have before. I think, like Kelsey. I think his name is Joe Kelsey, but I didn't have him before, and now I do. But he's really good. So the majority of the people I have on my team right now are at 92%. The only one that is above 92% is Kenny Stills, and he's a 98. And he's always been a 98. But we'll see what I can do. I'm gonna message my friend to see if he's gonna be watching, or if he is watching, or if he is still awake at all. But yeah, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys? See you all guys here in a second. Thank you again for watching. Okay, my friend was watching.
And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost are.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Prescott to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley.
Damn.
A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hook it up with Beasley. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early.
False start. Offense.
Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go change your underwear.
The give is to Elliott, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Yes, last play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in.
He got back up to the 10-yard line, but let me go do this real quick. My child has pooped and peed her panties in bed, so let me go clean this up so she can go back to bed. Be right back. full-fledged diarrhea. Oh, man.
Inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time.
My wife to the rescue.
In the receiver drills, getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
If they don't score.
So now here come the Dolphins. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep here for Stills. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Back to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Elliott powering forward. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Prescott now from the 50. Wide open receiver, complete. A gain of 39 that time.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeMarcus Lawrence coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Went for it, man.
And out now come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
There we go.
Travis Kelsey, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. 10th carry now for Allen. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Cooper was the intended target.
See if I can do this one more time.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10.
I got it again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
In the game you're watching, it's the former Super Bowl MVP, Nick Foles, with a strong first half. He's thrown for Nick.
Well, I apologize, everybody. I'm going to have to get off. 68.7, and he has 66.6. He only made two passes. Anyways, I'm going to let y'all guys go. Thank you again for watching. It's already almost 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette and then go to bed. So I'll see you guys later. 10 to 23. Damn. It's on 3rd, so they can come back. I'll keep this up. I'll keep this one on, so that, and then when I get back on, I'll broadcast it again, and we can see what I can do with it. Anyways, y'all have a good night, good morning, good evening, and good night to anybody that was watching this feed, or is watching this feed, or is about to watch this feed. I'm ROBBIISORROW. Y'all have a good night. Toodles, poodles. Boom, bitch, get out the way, bitch, get out the way, stop watching my shit, bitch, get out the way.